Hello kids, and welcome back to Life in the Woods. Okay, from this angle, I don't know how I feel about the different roof colors, but like, if you're just kind of looking at, on this side it's also, maybe it's the shader. Welcome back. I am having a surprisingly good day. Despite only getting, let's say, 3 hours of sleep, and I'm not talking about consecutively 3 hours, because I went to bed at I put the phone away at like 2:30. Could fall asleep somewhat quickly, but then at 6 the alarm goes off again, so yeah, let's just say 3 hours, because I did wake up quite a few times and just lots of like tossing and turning and sweating and being uncomfortable. But despite that, I stayed up today because we got groceries pretty shortly after waking up. And I have to admit, I did go into bed for about an hour where I just was kind of like on my phone and just trying to relax a little bit, because I was very, very exhausted earlier. Like the lack of sleep and being out and about was just sort of catching up with me. But, it was still overall a okay day. Getting groceries was alright. I think quite a few people had the same idea of getting groceries a bit earlier, so you don't have to deal with that when it's super hot. That was a little rough, because we had to wait in the checkout line for like over 10 minutes. And usually at that store they're pretty fast, but there were just way too many people. But I don't blame like the store for it, it's just that was a little annoying. But we survived. Okay. Do we have little... No, that's pine wood. We have more oak wood! Oh my goodness! I did not expect that. Thank you, Past Kiwi, who put that in there. Yeah, okay, I guess we're stacking up here now. Yeah, I don't know. I feel good today. Like, despite being pretty low energy, I still managed to get a lot done. I helped a lot on the household after getting back, just because there was like a lot that needed to be done, and my dad was busy with work, my mom wasn't feeling so well, so I just did a bunch of little like household things, and that also made me feel very productive, which in turn makes me feel very like just happy and further motivated, because it's like I already did stuff. I can do more stuff, What if we have the stairs like right here, maybe? I feel like that's gonna be a little weird, and I want to possibly have like a cute little sleep nook in that corner. I could imagine this might be some parents living with a kid, and the kid gets to have that little upstairs nook to themselves. I don't know. Probably a safety hazard these days. That's not my issue. Stairs. Probably will go for carpenters, I think, because those are just usually a little bit easier when you have all these chiseled blocks. Just not easier when you have blocks. Also, I have to tell this. I was already in a pretty good mood while getting groceries again. Like I said, the checkout lines were very full, but compared to pre-ADHD meds, I was like okay-ish with it. Like, yes, it was annoying because I was, starting to get kind of sweaty and just kind of wanted to get things over with, but I was okay. But I was already feeling okay when I entered the store, and oh my god, when that happened, I love humans. I love people being nice, and we need more of that in this world. So, I was not really wearing the look, I have my hair in a ponytail, which I don't like how I look like that, really. But I didn't want to have sweaty hair sticking to my neck, so that's like the best option. And I just had like a cute black floral dress, that is cute. Now I have pretty nice shoes, and that actually in a way kind of matched the dress, I guess. But I was wearing socks. Yeah. Oh god, I need to stop yapping. I was wearing blue socks, light blue socks, that you could slightly see. And they're one of my favorite pairs of socks because they have little ghosts on them. I got them at H&M a couple of years ago. And fun thing, a friend of mine actually got them too without us talking about it, but we just both like spooky stuff and cute socks. So I was wearing these, and as I entered the store, I heard like this excuse me behind me, and I was like, okay, someone just wants to pass by. But then there was like this girl, I'd say probably 20-ish, I'd say, who was like, excuse me, I just wanted to say I really like your socks. And I was just like, oh my god, oh my god. And here's the thing, she had not purple, blue hair, and I was like, you have very, very lovely hair too. And then we were like both happy for each other, and then we wished each other crap, I forgot about this. And then we wished each other a nice day. And that was just like such a nice interaction. I love that. I love that. We need more of that in this world. And like, I just love people who have the confidence to walk up to others and compliment them. I wish that would be something I could do. Maybe one day it will. But, you know, a lot of times I think like, oh my god, that person has such a cute outfit, or like they have super cool tattoos, or their hair looks nice, they have amazing makeup, whatever, any of those things. And I'm just too shy to say anything. But that was like just such a nice experience, and oh my god, people are nice, but I especially love girls. Who's surprised? Maybe I have to... How do we deal with this? How the heck do we add stairs in here? I guess we could say... actually, let's test out a rough idea for... Okay, you'll be directly on the opposite side of the park entrance. I don't know if I want a window here, to be honest. That's like very... no privacy. In this case, I would almost say we could add a little bathroom into this corner here. Do we still have... Is this... I don't think this will be enough. I still don't know how to do math. It's still too hot for that, okay? Do not judge me. This is enough. Wow, we love that. Perfect. Okay, I don't know, it was just like a nice experience today to, you know, get the errands done early. Like, we were home at like 10 a.m. and that's the time where I'm usually still asleep. So that just felt very, very nice. And I don't know, I feel good. This is going to be a very weird nook. I do want like a little bit of bathroom space. Like, this is not even a lot. The shower will be here. Then we need to block off like the shower wall right here. We can have like a little sink and the toilet. And we already don't have a place for the toilet paper. I hate everything. I hate everything. I hate everything. No, just kidding. Life is great. Yeah, today the meds are definitely kicking in today. I don't know. I really look forward to my appointment that I have tomorrow. There's a couple things that I really want to talk about. For example, I noticed I have like a little rash on like my throat and like, you know, like not chest area, but under my throat. You know, it's this weird area. I don't know the English word. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. And even that, the C word, that's like a little bit lower. It's definitely higher. You know, it's you don't see anything indecent there. Maybe we should just build ourselves up and then see where stairs could fit. Maybe actually in this corner. I think this might be but then the kid... No, I don't think this would be a kid corner. Yeah, I feel like I have this little rash. I've had that for like a few days now. And it's like a little bit itchy, but not really. I haven't been using any new products or anything. I guess it could be the heat or something, but I don't know. I just want to mention that because I did just look at people's experiences with the medication I'm on, and I saw someone say they have a rash. They got a rash from it. Or was it another one? And they switched to the... I don't know. There was a mention of ADHD meds and getting a rash. And I was like, oh, is that what the weird red little spots have been? So I just want to mention that, you know, just to be on the safe side. This is going to be pretty tricky. I guess we could sort of try something like this here. Yeah, I guess we do have to go for like a single thing of stairs. Nah, but again, and the window. And it's gonna look weird when we have stairs against the window. And I really want this window just because I feel like it's gonna be pretty cute. We could definitely still terraform this mountain here a little. Which could almost give us more building space, but I don't think I really want that. I think I'd rather have like a little forestry area blocking off this project from the rest of the biome. But then again, we can do this. I have never struggled this much to build stairs, I think. What if we sort of try to do this? This is not going to be the perfect staircase. Definitely not. But, you know, like this we could make it work. I mean, actually, we don't necessarily need that block. We could just do this. I want the full big-sized window. This is the issue. If we were to do this... and then... do... stairs. This would work. Not perfectly, but it would work. This would mean that there is one block that might be touching the glass. The question is, the glass panels were already being very weird in that corner. So... oh, you don't connect. You don't connect. There's this... oh my goodness. Oh, let's go. I think we can do this. Pretty sure we can do this. Yeah, we're gonna go with this sort of stair design, and then you're up. Oh my goodness! No, we did it. We built a staircase. that was a task. Let me tell you. Actually, I didn't mind the way the like little corner stair here looked, you know, because then if you get up and then, you know, like you're doing stuff up here and you're like, oh my god, I need to go out, you can just, you know, easily do this. In this case, I think it might look better if we were to do this. Also put these blocks back. Would have like a little sort of corner around here, if that makes sense. I don't know how that's gonna look though. I mean, this block looks a bit weird, but not like super badly weird, you know what I mean? What would it look like if we were to not like that, do this as well? Actually, I think that's okay. That's not too bad. I have done worse things before, I'd say. So this works. I want a couple more of these just to have some stuff. Yeah, okay, this on the other hand, not ideal. Not ideal at all. Where did our stairs go? Where did our food go? What do we even have? Do that. We do that. How would that look? I think that's too much on the window. Actually, it's not that bad. But you know what I mean? I wish we could put the stairs in reverse here, but that's not gonna work. Yeah, I think this is okay. I mean, who's really gonna look into that window? I could imagine I had to change the stairs and previously they were in another spot. I don't know. I'm only building this place. What do you expect me to know? I don't know. I feel good today. And that wonderful. Love that. Despite not getting any sleep. That's like the crazy part to me. And I do notice if I take the ADHD meds in the morning, they do wake me up. I just become energized from them. So I think my big problem with me always going back to bed after I send the boyfriend off to work is just, I don't know, maybe there is still a small depressed part of me. I don't know, but maybe it's also just the habit. That is what I think might be the case. I'm just kind of like, quote unquote, ruining my sleep schedule and turning it into a habit to just always go back to bed, you know? So I'll go back to do awkward. I was also hoping to stream today. I know. Life is, yeah. I am trying to adjust to all of this. It's weird, you know? Because, like I mentioned, I have days that are, like, incredible. But then I have days that are still sort of days where I might have the energy, but I'm just lacking the motivation or, like, the inner determination to actually get up and do something. I don't know if there's, like, necessary or peanuts, anything that, you know, you can do to, like, is it again just building up the habit? Do I possibly need a stronger dosage? I don't know. We will find that out tomorrow. I've read a lot about people's various experiences with ADHD medication now, and for a lot of people it was really the difference of like 5 milligrams. So I don't know, maybe I do need, I don't know. I don't know, I'm not a professional. I have no idea how this works. All I know is I take a little pill. Well, actually it's not that little, to be fair. It's like a little capsule. I don't know how to speak. And that just makes me feel like I can do everything. That's all I know. And I do enjoy that feeling. So I don't know, I'm excited to see how things are gonna go tomorrow. And then tomorrow I also need to like ask for some kind of like certification that I am on this medication and I do take this and I am legally allowed to take this. Because when we are going to London in like a month, I'm probably gonna take these with me just because I enjoy feeling like I can do things, you know? I don't want to be sitting there like, oh no, it's hot. I don't want to leave the hotel room. I just want to turn to a crispy kiwi in here. I do not know if a hotel room has air conditioning, by the way. I wasn't thinking about like heat waves when I was booking, like planning the vacation, because it was winter then. So, and now I'm scared to look it up. Because what if we don't have air conditioning? I just hope the heat wave will be over until then. That is currently what I'm keeping my fingers crossed for. I will check it in a couple of days. There are like, I wanna, here's the thing before vacation. So we're staying for like 1.5 weeks, you know, it's like a fun little chill time. We have a lot of things that we want to do, but we don't have like set dates for anything. There for a couple of things I guess we will book in advance. But for that I have to see like how, you know, how, for example, my boyfriend really wants to go on the London Eye. I know you can book tickets there in advance. I just need to look up like, can you still book them in advance like 2 days before that, you know, because obviously I don't want to spend like plan a whole day out and about and then it's gonna be super awful weather and all that. So you know, we need to see how we'll properly schedule things, but I wanna, you know, make a rough possible timeline soonish. But what I was trying to say is, no, that was not necessarily what I was trying to say. Is, I think what I want. I'm so sorry. I think what I wanted to say is that, another reason why I'm not like fully like deep planning every single thing. I like how small the house actually is. It's cute. Is that I'm the type of person when I'm somewhere on vacation or just on like a little trip, I'm sort of like, okay, I wanna do stuff now, you know. It's like we pay money to be here. Let's go out. Let's look at the town. Let's get nice food. Let's experience things. You know, my boyfriend a lot of times is like, well, we're on vacation. How about we just stay in and over the food? So, you know, I've been like trying to not overwhelm or possible schedule. I forgot brown leaves. And you know, just to keep possible relaxing times in there, and if we end up randomly leaving the hotel room and getting stuff done, then like that's all fun and games. But I just don't want my poor little boyfriend to be completely overwhelmed and not have a good vacation experience. So yeah, it's like gonna be our first real vacation together, and like our first real vacation for the both of us that we'll properly remember. Because he was somewhere when he was a child, he doesn't even remember anything about that. For me, I went to the US twice as a kid. I have like no memories of that. Like a couple when I look at photos, but yeah, that's not quite it, you know. So I'm excited for that. I just want that. Oh, the room. Do you also connect to that? You connect to that. You. This is the issue that we had on the other side. Oh gosh, this is gonna make this pretty hard, but okay. Okay, nothing that's not fixable. We could just go for one of these windows, possibly. Just want to see how that's gonna look if we have like a floor sort of window here. It's okay. That's okay. Once we have furniture in there and all that, I think that's gonna look good. Okay, so we have one there. I think over here I want to have the bed, so I don't think I'll add windows here really. Yeah, we can also add, because then again there's more stairs, otherwise we can add like a nice little window there. But at the same time though, what's gonna mean there's pretty little natural lighting in here. A little ceiling window. No, I don't think we'll do that. I mean, you do want to give people privacy like this, otherwise these people could just, I mean, not really, but I guess when they're sitting in their pool chairs, they could be staring into your bedroom area, and we don't want that. Okay, so we have this. This would be the bathroom. This is not the middle of the house. This symmetry. My biggest enemy. Do we have banners in this version already? We don't. What do we even have? We have nothing. What would it look like if we had like a single little window? That's where we would put the shower. I don't know if I think that's okay. You don't fully notice that it's not symmetrical just because the tree is covering it pretty nicely. So I think that works. I think that's okay. Okay, a little ponytail adjustment. Another small one. Oh, I think that's actually too much window right here. I'd rather just add one that's like here, I think. Let me back my blocks. Thank you. Normal oak, chiseled spruce, chiseled oak. A little bit of everything. Would it also, how would it look in theory if we were to try and do this? I think that's That's... Nah, we'll keep it the way it is. We put that back, we put that back in there, okay. So, actually give me the crafting table. Please and thank you. I would like to make a carpenter's door. Actually, I think we'll make 2 carpenter's doors. Is there like a way we could possibly... No. Because I have a super tiny shower, but I don't know if you can step in if the shower handles are right there already. Because a lot of times DecoCraft blocks items, like blocks your path with items in a way. Maybe it's like this? Would that be weird? Just for like ventilation purposes, I guess? Actually, give me back that. I want that a little bit differently chiseled, I think. That it still like matches the smooth look. Fancy. Maybe the blinds? I think that's kind of okay. I mean, maybe just a single person lives here. Again, gonna be showering here. We can't do this. Oh, but I want this. Maybe they like it. Maybe they like it. Who am I to judge? Oh, we can sleep already. That's nice. Okay. These stairs. This was a struggle, just possibly for the thumbnail. And then up here. What I could imagine is we put like a little chair in here and we have bookshelves underneath here. That would be one idea that I have. This could be a cute little bedroom area. We might actually go for some vanilla beds for once again. We haven't done that in quite some time. So we could put a painting there, you know. And also put some white paintings on the roof, I guess. Cute little plant. Maybe not, because you're gonna walk into it. I don't know how I feel about that, but we certainly have some options here. Down here once the kitchen, and then we can have like a nice little dining table under the stairs with a nice view. A little office nook here. I think that's gonna be pretty cute. Should we maybe change the floor in here? And that we all have all this marble and stuff. How would this look? Oh, my beloved carpenter's wall. Wall, yes, door. I'm so sorry. Eh? That's not... Ah, this is this one. I feel like this is too funky for this house. What about this? I think that's too much. That looks too elegant. Maybe we just go for this. Kind of gives you tile vibes. I like that. Okay, that. I like it. Or we could imagine this is like stained glass. You know, that you can't really see through it, but you can see if someone's in the bathroom. So I don't know if a single person lives here. I don't know why they need to warn others that they are currently pooping, but you do you. You do you. What an episode. I know we could also have like a tall window here, but then I think it's gonna look too weird on the other side, on the outside, so... But yeah, we can start furnishing this properly in the next episode. Pretty excited for that. This one had a DecoCraft door. Maybe we'll go for another carpenter's door, actually. I will also just put the chiseled stuff in there. We might need a bit more, or we might end up with a little bit more, so I'll just, you know, deal with that at the end of everything. And maybe in this case we again grab this and turn that into... Where are the blinds? Blinds. No, I think maybe in this case we should actually just go for the same look. In that case, we go back to the smooth ones. That just blends in. That just blends in way too much. Nice poison. Come on, we can do this. I think it looks close to this. Maybe these ones. Yeah, I think that's okay. We have like a couple extra lines in there, but hey. We have an extra line there that should have been there. Hey, that works. I am not complaining. It's not my house. That would be probably too much of a perfectionist to live with that door. I just ripped that out. Who needs a door when it's not perfect? Oh no. Yeah, that was this episode. Thank you for joining today's little yapping session. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night, whatever time it is where you are. Stay hydrated, stay happy, take your meds, take your vitamins. I hate how F5 always makes it look like the drawers are suddenly empty. Like, what is this? Yeah, I hope the heat is okay wherever you are, and if not, then I hope it will cool down soon. I think we're supposed to get a little bit of rain on the weekend. I'm very excited for that. But yeah, thank you for being here. I love you, and yeah, goodbye.